Few things on nursery bed establishment. This is on your nursery we are preparing. On your nursery, two things you need to have in mind as you do your preparation. One, the germination percentage. Two, the quality of the seedlings. If you cannot achieve good germination percentage and good quality seedlings, then your yield will be affected, your production will be affected. And let me show you how simply you can do it and achieve those two. Otherwise, you might incur losses. So it starts with just taking time and ensuring that your soil is fine and well prepared. So this is the quality of our till. Very fine, very fine, very fine. You can see, very fine. Then there's something I always insist, or I always tell my farmers. Once you prepare your bed, ensure the length or the width is 1 meter, 1 meter wide, and then the length, it can be any reasonable length. They can be as short as our beds or longer. Then the other thing is, now on the bed itself, ensure it's somehow raised but sunken on the top. So you can just make it a bit sunken by ensuring there is this wall on the sides, just a slightly sunken. Somebody may ask, why is this important, or why do I always insist on this? It's because when we place the seeds and then we do the irrigation, depending on your method of irrigation, we don't want some of the seeds to be washed away. Number two, when the bed is sunken, you realize also it tends to retain soil moisture. When you put your water does not just move away from the seedlings. It's very important for the beds to retain water where we have the seedlings. So that's it. Ensure the bed. This is even before you drew the rolls or before you sow your seeds. This is how it's supposed to be. Most important, remember, we want a good germination percentage, and we want to get healthy seedlings. We can come to this one. This is a freshly prepared one. Again, we have to make it sunken. Yeah, come with me. We are in this together. You can put your questions there on the comments. I'll have time, I'll respond to them. Seeds are sold in a seed count. A 1 kg of seeds is 250,000 seeds. And for you to have good yield, from that 1 kg you need to achieve at least 80-90%. Most farmers, and the reason as to why farmers have abandoned the traditional way of doing nurseries, it's because, one, very few of them can achieve not even 50%. I have found farmers who actually have achieved 20%. 20% is like, I give you 100,000 seeds and then you only come out with 20,000. Honestly, that's loss, and you cannot start incurring losses even before you start the actual production. You are already incurring losses from the seeds. Remember, we start with the seeds, then we move to seedlings. So it's good to ensure. And by the way, before you even do all this, before you work on the bed, we have already incorporated the manure. So that's one thing. The manure needs to be incorporated before you do all this. We are not going to do this and then we start bringing the manure. So back to the seeds mathematics and seedlings mathematics. Maybe you wonder why some people prefer to source propagation services from the propagation services from professional propagators. The same reason. There's no way you are going to buy 100,000 seeds and then you end up with 20,000. If someone can do it better, you better pay them to do it for you. Then you pay the service, and then you come and collect your seeds. So that's what we are doing here as we prepare this establishment. This is a project of 2.5 acres. So after we have prepared the soil tilth, the next thing is now to draw the rails, or the rows, or the small furrows on the bed where we are going to do our transplanting. So without complicating everything, here we don't really have that significant spacing requirement. Just simple logic that you ensure your crop is not very much populated, because if your seedlings population, or if your seedlings are crowded, they will compete, and out of the competition you are likely to lose several seedlings. And remember, our main thing when doing nursery is to ensuring that we achieve good germination percentage and then quality seedlings, or healthy and vigorous seedlings. So on this bed, how deep is supposed to be that small furrow? You can even call them rails. How deep? It can just be like 2 inches, just using your figure, or maybe a stick like this one. You can just make that, just something very shallow, 2 inches. Then still using your figures, you can estimate like a distance of 10 centimeters. Then that's where your next furrow will be. It has to be just shallow, something shallow, not something very deep. Just use your figures, then 10 centimeter, you come up with another one. These are just simple things out of. I like the figure. The figure does it very well. Actually, the figure is doing it better than the stick. So not very deep, not very deep. Our wind, actually, the wind is supposed to be 1 meter, 100 centimeters. Ours is a bit small. But what about this wind? This wind, why 1 meter? 1 meter is meant to allow you to carry out the routine practices like weeding comfortably. Like for me, you can see the bed is simply between my legs. So when doing the sowing, doing the weeding, I have no issues. I don't have to step inside the bed to carry out these practices. So I'm making the rows, not very deep, because normally I tell farmers we are planting the seed. We expect them to germinate. We are not burying them. It's not a burial. We expect our seedlings to come out that we can plant them and harvest. Yeah, so that's it. So our furrows, our small furrows, or what we can call rails. So now this is my seeds. Uh, this who don't know how one seeds looks like. This is one seeds. Yeah, very tiny, very tiny. But all these seeds, I said this one. This half a kg pack. We are planting 2.5 acres. So we already have seedlings for 2 acres. So this is half a kg. For this half a kg, let me show you something very interesting. Every seed you see, this one, it can even be blown away by wind. Each seed here is supposed to translate to a seedling. Each seedling eventually will give you a bulb. When you hear that big size bulbs, small size, medium, each bulb starts with this. From this is the seed. So what we are talking about here, like maybe this one, this could be 50 kgs of onion, or even 100, just this. So, but it all starts here. It all starts here. Everything starts here, where we do the soil. So carefully on seedlings. When it comes to nursery establishment, there is no rush. Just do it slowly. Just do it slowly, slowly, slowly. There is no actual spacing from one seed to the other. You simply ensure that the seeds are not crowded. Yeah, whether you are a man or you are a woman, there are people who believe women do it better when it comes to establishing planting, sowing the seeds. Their hands are more tender. They don't force. They don't use a lot of effort, a lot of force, not effort. Yeah, but anyone can actually, in natural sense, just ensure seeds. You'd rather have your nurseries cover a very big area than just a small area where you are achieving very little germination. Or else, if you cannot achieve that, we said you just go and pay the professional propagators. I don't know why that word is giving me a lot of trouble pronouncing. Yeah, so just do it. Yeah, yeah. Our bed we need a very small bed so that I can even pick the seeds when they are from the other side. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. If you have the pace, you can even move faster, but don't forget the actual thing is to ensure that the seeds are not crowded. Just ensure you are achieving ideal population. Yeah, yeah. You need to achieve that ideal population. Yeah. Personally, I normally achieve 80%. So you can contact me. You have my contact there. You can contact me and ensure that you are established nursery very soon. Definitely, I will ensure that I also give you other several tips to enhance your production. But production starts here. The onion you see starts from the nursery. In other words, the tonnage we are talking about, the huge tonnage, in Kenya. The discussion is always, are you about to achieve 20 tons? Are you about to achieve 15 tons? Some people still struggling around 8 tons, 10 tons, and they wonder, what happens? Why am I? It all starts here. It's no miracle, no miracle. But no miracles when it comes to the production. In the seeds now, we need to cover them with the soils. So the question here is, how much soil? Even before you cover the seeds, Look at what I'm doing. I'm trying to remove some of the huge clods. Not huge, but just clods. Why? Anything that can hinder the seeds from germinating, do away with it. So when it comes to covering the seeds, so how deep should you cover them? Just slightly. Ensure just you are covering them with just a layer of soil. Remember, you are not burying the seeds. See how I'm using with my fingers? Yeah, assume mahali imepasuka na ni kushona unashona. So yeah, so slightly just ensure that you have covered, but not with a lump of soil or a huge amount of soil. Just cover slightly with soil. Everything we are doing, we are looking for a good germination percentage. We are looking for healthy seedlings. There's a lump of soil here, a clod. Do away with it. Yeah, do away with it. So just cover slightly with the soil. Yeah, don't have to complicate things. Remember, said that my ambition. Oh, I record all this. Why do I do this? One of the reasons I do that is I want to make agriculture simple and practical. I realize that when I go to the field, when I meet farmers, people are not able to farm. People are scared of farming. Why? Reason because the experts or people involved in agriculture have made it so complicated, so ambiguous, that people are scared of venturing into farming. A simple activity like the nursery establishment, people are already paying a lot of money for seedlings propagation. They make other people scared. They don't want to do their own nurseries. There are reasons for everything. So the nurseries, you can still do them and you achieve a good germination percentage. Just do them slowly, do everything correctly, achieve that good germination percentage, transplant your seedlings, you'll have your yield. So that's it. Make farming simple and practical. Simple and practical. This is where we started, and here are the seedlings. They are 2 weeks. 2 weeks after germination. You can see the small seeds I was showing you. Yeah, this is now they are not yet off the seed, the tips. They're just yeah. So these are the seedlings. It's not a bad germination percentage at all. My instructions were very clear. The way I've just explained, but people take time before they master the actual art. We normally say that agriculture is art and science. Honestly, much of some of the things, much of the practices, art part of it. The science part of it, just where some chemistry is involved, and it's not much. So these are the seedlings. These are the quality of the seedlings. At this point, what are we doing? That is maybe from germination. What do we do? You have to continue applying an insecticide to ensure that the seedlings are not attacked by some of the insects. You also have to ensure that you are doing some fungicide to ensure that you are protecting the seeds from fungal disease. Then we are also planning to do a bit of DAP or fertilizer high in phosphorus.